Welcome everyone to the Lead 5050 Awards 2021. This is our 5th annual awards and our 2nd online. It's been an interesting year for everyone, but the nominations have been fantastic. So thank you very much. So I'd like to welcome all the sponsors, judges, presenters, nominees, and supporters who are here tonight. Now, if you don't know who we are, Lead 5050 is an international development agency, and we specialize in training and coaching. But our main goal really is to just make sure that women can reach positions of leadership. And we're in a really privileged position because we are able to reach loads of different countries across the world. I mean, tonight we just had a little introduction with some of the presenters and the nominees, and they're from all over the world tonight. We've got Brazil, we've got Canada, we've got Egypt, and it's really exciting to be part of that. And I really feel that we can make a big difference because of such a reach. So without further ado, we're going to crack on. Here is our panel of judges, again, from all over the world. We've got Amira from Cairo, and Lisa, who's in Portugal, Sylvia in Spain, Caitlin from the US, and Magda from Canada, Emma's from the UK, so is Pat, Rick's in America, and Neil is in the UK, and Mark is from Australia. So from all over the world. And they've had a very difficult job this year because, as I said, the level of entries was fantastic. So thank you very much, judges. And some of the judges are here tonight to present. They were all, most of them were winners last year, so they're going to be presenting the awards that they won last year. So now we've got Maria, who's going to say a few words about our sponsor. Maria.
Hi, I'm just going to say thank you so much to Corinne Algie, who is not only our sponsor this year and last year for the technology at the awards, but she's also my personal social media marketing guru, a very dear friend, a great professional in the international education industry, and a great supporter of Lead 5050. So thank you, Corinne. I'm done.
Corinne, if you'd like to say a few words.
Sorry, I was waiting for the invitation. Yes, of course, I'd love to. So good evening, everyone. As Maria just said, I'm Corinne, and I'm the founder and director of Kaya Marketing. This year, it was our pleasure once again to sponsor the tech for tonight's awards. And as somebody that works in digital marketing, sponsoring the tech can be a little bit scary. So I'm sitting over here, crossing my fingers tightly that it behaves itself tonight. My business, Kaya Marketing, was lucky enough to win Best New Business in 2019. And the impact that win had on my business was amazing. It gave me precious exposure and credibility that allowed me to build out from a tiny one-woman business to a buoyant business with staff and partners all over the world. So since then, we've busied ourselves helping schools and agencies and other service providers develop their online presence via social media, custom websites, content recreation, and so many other tremendously fun things. But I'm not going to talk a lot about me tonight and what I do. There's far more important things for us to focus on, like acknowledging and awarding excellence in the education industry. It's been another tough year, but we've made it work. We have innovated and adapted and led with our hearts as much as our heads. So I'd like to congratulate all of the nominees, the finalists, and soon to be winners. Enjoy tonight and good luck. And if any of you are going to be at ISEF Berlin in the next few days, please come and see me. I'll be at booth number 42. And that's it.
Fantastic. Thanks, Corinne. What a lovely introduction to the awards. And it's so nice to hear about what the win a couple of years ago meant to you. I'm going to introduce now our keynote, Dr. Tifinnie Irving, who is the VP of Customer Success at Pearson. Before this, Tiffany had 23 years of accomplishments as a teacher, a principal, and school district administrator, where she developed educators and improved student outcomes. At Pearson, she's responsible for customer success, leading academic and assessment expert teams accountable for delivering a range of exceptional services to customers. Tiffany earned a doctorate from Wichita State University in Kansas in education leadership, and she's authored and co-collaborated on numerous educational publications. For me, she embodies what we are striving to achieve at Lead5050, and that's to develop leaders who personify leads, so people with longevity, empathy, authenticity, and daring. And it's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to introduce her this evening to talk about how to win in a man's world and to hear her journey.
It's because I scrolled through the people and I saw Tiffany.
Well, thank you so much for that introduction, and thank you for the opportunity to be a part of today's celebration. We could go ahead and add my slide or go to the next one. And so, again, I am appreciative of being here to be able to celebrate your accomplishments, but also the opportunity to share a little bit about my career journey. But prior to talking about my journey, I first must tell you just a little bit about my background. If we could go to the next. And so, as it was stated in my bio, I do reside in the US, in the state of Kansas. And if you were to actually look at the United States map, Kansas sits right there in the center of our country. And so some folks associate Kansas with the Wizard of Oz, Yellow Brick Road, and yes, we do even have our share of tornadoes. But also within Kansas, we are known for our agriculture. And I must admit, though, I grew up in one of our metropolitan cities, so I know very little. Actually, I know nothing about farming. But what I do know, next slide, is that I always wanted to be an educator. As a kid, I would transform my bedroom and it would instantly become my classroom. And I would arrange all of my dolls and they became my students. I've always known I wanted to be an educator because of my passion for learning, as well as my desire to help others learn. I also wanted to become an educator because of the fantastic teachers that I had growing up. Each of them had something in common. They inspired me, they challenged me, they were my role models, and coincidentally, they were all women. Now, of course, they taught me about the ABCs to become a successful scholar, and I did just that. I worked extremely hard in school, I earned degrees and credentials, and then I became a teacher, something I always wanted to do. And as a young teacher, I knew very early on that I had leadership skills. My peers came to me for advice, for support, and direction. And as an elementary teacher, I was extremely proud that my peers considered me to be one of their leaders. Our classrooms did not have a shortage of amazing women teachers. Yet, there was this glaring disparity in who was leading in our classrooms and who was actually leading our school district. Next slide. And so then I outlined my career journey. As I identified goals for my career path, I intentionally focused on the ABCs. Now, although I had learned academic ABCs as a child, I soon came to learn that I needed to create my career ABC plan. That was, of course, if I wanted to advance to a level of leadership where historically there had not been the representation of leaders who looked like me. Next slide. And so my plan actually started with A, advocate. And so as I thought about A, I knew I needed to begin to advocate for myself. I grew up believing that it was rude to speak too highly of yourself. And so, and as educator, though, I had advocated all the time for my students. I advocated for their social well-being. I advocated in order to meet their academic needs, yet I had not advocated for, guess who? Me. And so advocating actually is just a form of branding. And it was vital for me to market myself if I wanted to advance my career. So I did a few things. I expanded my network. I joined social organizations, and I no longer hesitated in sharing with others my experiences, my expertise, and my accomplishments. I wasn't boastful or rude when I did this, but I also was not shy in leveraging myself so that others grew to learn who I was and what I bring to the table. Advocating for Tiffany opened doors. Those doors allowed me to become the first woman and the first person of color to be the deputy superintendent of a school district of over 50,000 students. Advocate was my A. So then I had this amazing role, and it aligned perfectly with my passions and my interests, but it didn't take me long to realize that there was an important component missing. Next slide. B for balance. Now, I have two amazing kids. You can see them here in a couple of my photos, and they are as different as two kids can be. They have their unique talents and interests, and I am so proud of both of them. They bring me my joy, sometimes even a few gray hairs, but they are my world. But they also opened my eyes that my career journey was missing something. B for balance. I had become so invested in my career that it almost felt like an addiction. I was reading my emails nonstop. I even had my laptop with me while I sat in the bleachers attending my son's baseball games. And although I had worked hard, really hard, and I had earned my new role and I was executing it well, I had placed upon myself this arbitrary expectation that I still had something to prove to others. I bet that's something that some of you can also relate to. But then one day, while attending an event for one of my kids, I realized I couldn't access my emails from my phone. I shared with my son that I needed to take my cell phone to be repaired. And he said, "No, you don't, Mom. I turned off your Wi-Fi so that you could watch the game." B, balance. At that moment, I took a deep breath and I told myself, I should not have to choose between having a successful career and being an engaged mom. I always encourage my staff to have a work-life balance. So why was I not following my own advice? It was time for me to do for myself what I encouraged of others. I had added this unnecessary work pressure upon myself. So I established new boundaries to balance my work and my home life. And by implementing strategies to create balance, it actually made me a better leader and happier at home. B for balance. Next slide. So now, life is good. I achieved important A and B milestones in my career journey. Upon reflecting, I identified the many ways I had grown and developed over the years. Then I came across a quote which really resonated with me. Experience tells you what you do, Tiffany. Confidence allows you to do it. Next. So that brings me to my C, confidence. I had a wealth of experiences, but I had outgrown my role. I had many accomplishments, but now I had something really special. I had the confidence to conquer a new adventure. So it was time for me to examine what might be the next career opportunity. What I could not do is allow fear to prevent me from pursuing a new adventure, maybe just because I may not be able to check off all of the boxes on that job description. Because what I could check off was, I had acquired C for confidence. I had continued to advocate throughout my career, so I could check that off. Confidence. I had presented at conferences, conducted research, and earned my doctorate. Check. Confidence. I had a mentor and utilized her as my thought partner. Check that off. That gave me confidence. I served as a mentor to other professional women. Check. Confidence. My life had balance, which provided me the energy to be the best in my career. Check. Confidence. And with confidence, I knew only I could determine what the floor was of my glass ceiling. Check. Confidence. And so my ABC career plan has helped me accomplish many milestones. And it has provided me great satisfaction, not only in my career, but in my personal life as well. Next slide. And so on today, I congratulate you for your special recognition and the milestones that you have accomplished to get here. I encourage you to continue to advocate for yourself and for other women so that they can have a seat at the table too. Maintain a work-life balance. It's so important. And always recognize your milestones are achievable. When you believe you can, check it off. Confidence. Again, congratulations on today's award. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Irving. If everyone agrees with me, we can give a little applause and thank Dr. Irving for that really, really inspirational speech, which really aligns with so much of what we do at Lead 5050. All of it really sort of trying to increase networks and learn to self-advocate. We talk a lot about balance and how do we reach it while also really having big dreams and big goals for our careers, for our families, for our personal lives. And confidence. We do a lot of workshops also to build confidence and learn how to have that executive presence. So all of those ABCs, which is a great way to think about it, I think are really precious to everyone on this call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to move into the awards, and the reason that Tiffany has congratulated you all. Everyone who's on here is either a nominee or a presenter or a supporter of everyone else. And so thank you all for believing in what we're trying to accomplish at Lead 5050. Just going to talk briefly about the process. So the awards process and the judging process is one of integrity, and you've met our judges a few slides back. They are people who've all been nominated or who have won awards in the past, who are very advanced in their careers themselves and who have this really great perspective on high quality performers. We have lots of different categories, and we have representation on the judging panel from those different categories. This year, we have had a large number of, more than last year, and last year was award record. This year, we actually surpassed that by a little bit. So we had a large number of contestants or nominees. Bringing it to the shortlist was challenging, and in some areas, the winners were so close to one another that we decided to have a special recognition category. So when you see special recognition, it's because that person who came in second place was really like maybe one vote away from the winners. When you apply, remember that the application is really based on the quality of the application. This is not a popularity contest. It's not a number of votes by, the industry at large or any member of Lead 5050. It really goes straight into a spreadsheet, which goes straight into the judge's inbox. They look at it, they grade it, and return it back to the Lead 5050 leadership. And it's all very objective. So with that being said, let's get to the exciting part. Good luck and congratulations to all of you who are up for a nomination. Leanne, do you want to take the lead as our MC?
Yeah, I certainly do. Thanks everybody for all your input so far. Dr. Tiffany, it was amazing. I just echo what Nadine said, and so many comments coming through in the chat there. Really phenomenal, inspirational presentation. Thank you. So on to the awards. The first award that we're going to get to this evening is actually a new one for us. It's the 50/50 in Executive Leadership Award, and it's the first time we've had this category. The reason we wanted to introduce a new category is because we're increasingly seeing that the organisations we're supporting are doing a fantastic job of increasing the representation of women in those very top executive levels. So we, the work we do at Lead5050 is to make sure that women are represented at every level, no matter where they are in their career. So at the very start, the middle, or at the top. And we want to make sure that everybody is recognised and acknowledged. So to present the 50/50 in Executive Leadership Award, we have Bernice from Schools and Agents, who are based in Malta. Bernice, if you'd like to take the stage and present this award.
Thank you very much, Leanne. Malta calling. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Felt a little bit like Eurovision here. So first of all, thank you, Dr. Irving, for a brilliant talk. And I will personally be adopting those ABCs. Definitely a lot to learn from. And thank you, Leanne, Nadine, Ella, and all of the team at Lead5050 for bringing us here together tonight. Obviously, it's, we all hope to be face-to-face sometime soon, but it's really great that you ladies are managing to bring us all together, at least virtually for now. So without further ado, the 50/50 Award in Executive Leadership. And the nominees are, let's hope I pronounce these right, Mad Street Den, South Lanarkshire College, Language Kingdom, Oxford International Education Group, and EC. And the winner of 50/50 in Executive Leadership is Language Kingdom. Congratulations to Language Kingdom.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Sylvia says, you talking tonight. Don't know why, because she is, not only the 50/50, I must say.
I'll be talking later. I want to be talking the whole night.
You'll be talking later. We'll be talking later. First of all, what I want to say is, from all the organizations in this amazing industry we belong, Lead5050 is by far my favorite. Just because what happens tonight, but also the opportunity of listening, Dr. Irving, is so inspiring. Things you do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on social media, the events, and the opportunity of working closely with Nadine, with Leanne, with Ella, with Maria, with Sylvia, and on all this amazing group of women is so inspiring, not only for us, for all Language Kingdom organization. Thank you so much. I don't want to take you more time, but I'd really want to encourage everybody, not only in this call, but also in the industry and the organization, to become equal and to join and be an active member of Lead5050, not just only being in the awards, not just only being nominated and join from time to time. Work on a daily basis, because without this amazing woman, starting with my amazing wife and Vanessa Dopazo, who needs to be somewhere there, and hope she wins tonight too, we will make a much better future for our kids and for our industry. So thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the night. Good luck, and it's a big pleasure to share this nomination with EC, with Oxford International, and the rest of the nominees. Congratulations, and hope to see you soon. See you in Berlin, for those of you going there, and see you soon.
Thank you.
Very wise words, Ramon. I think it's we're all here to make the playing field better in the here and now, but also make sure things are improving for the future as well. So And thanks for encouraging everybody to get involved in Lead 5050. We do so much, and it's lovely to see people there at our events all year round. So moving on to the next award, we have the award for charitable endeavour. Now, this award recognises women and men and other people who are involved in the charitable endeavours who are really going the extra mile to make a positive impact in the world. And we've had some amazing nominees this year. And to present this category, we have the very lovely Tiffany Irvin from ISEF. Tiffany?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tiffany Irvin, another Tiffany online tonight. That's always fun to see another Tiffany. My name is Tiffany, and I'm the Director of Agent Relations at ISEF, and it's a very proud moment for me to be a part of this initiative and very special event. I am pleased to be presenting the award for Charitable Endeavour of the year 2021, recognizing the efforts of an individual or organization who has campaigned or organized a charitable event to help underprivileged women and people in need. Despite exceptional and continuing challenges this past year, our two nominees have gone out of their way to ensure everyone has opportunities, access, and support. We all thank you both for your motivation, love, and power. Our nominees are Carolyn McKinnon from Felt NYC and Celine Allo from the UKLC team. And the winner is, with 500 miles, here's my little card. Celine, oh, I don't know if you can see this, probably not. Celine Allo, the UKLC team.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you so much to Lead 5050. Oh my God, I'm really overwhelmed. It was a bit of a bonkers idea. Obviously, we've all had such a difficult time, and as a junior summer provider, we had no students again this summer. And one of the amazing guys in my team, Jamie, had this idea and said, well, why don't we just cycle or walk between our centres and we'll raise some money for charity? And in the space of 3 weeks, we did it, and we brought it all together. We raised money for the Eddie Byers Fund, the English UK Eddie Byers Fund, which is a brilliant charity. And I'll be honest, my initial reaction was, no, I've not been on a bike for 15 years, you're mad. So I think it really proved that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And we had a lot of fun doing it, but we got a huge amount of support. So everyone who sponsored us, who got on board with us, who came on the day of action in London, a huge thank you to them. And thank you very much to the judges for choosing us. It was in a summer where everything was lacking. It was a huge plus for us and everyone involved. Thank you.
Congratulations, Celine and team, and also to Caroline, because I know you do a lot of amazing work at your organisation at Feld. Moving on to the next award, we have the category of Champion of Change. Now, this category is a special recognition award for people that go the extra mile to bring about change, positive change in their organisations or the wider environment they're in. And to present the award, we have Amira LD from the American University in Cairo, who was actually last year's Champion of Change. So I know it's a very special award for her to present.
Thank you very much. Hello, Liane. Thank you very much. Could you hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Great. Thank you very much. I'm Amira Deeb, Assistant Director at the American University in Cairo. It was an honor to receive Champion of Change award last year, the COVID year, the year of all changes. This award means a lot to me. First, because it comes from Lead 5050 with its great mission to empower women in the international education sector. Second, because it pushed me to see my job differently. We, educators, are not just transferring knowledge. I realize that we are changing our students' lives. So when you receive a Champion of Change award, it means that you are a champion of changing hundreds of lives. Now, the short list for the Champion of Change award is Sabrina Sharma, Jargo Brown from UK Language Courses, Lucas Chiusoli I hope I pronounce it correct. Okay. And the special recognition goes to Jargo Brown from UK Language Courses. Congratulations. And the winner is, let me check. And the winner is Sabrina Sharma. Congratulations.
Hi.
Hey, Sabrina.
I just wanted to say thank you to Lead5050 for your vision, your efforts and digital tools of empowerment, which have become inspirational platforms for women worldwide. For a domestic violence survivor like me, it is testament that women can indeed rise from the ashes and be recognized for my dreams. And in doing so, you have created awareness on the plight of rural women across Fiji and their deep aspirations. And for that, I am deeply encouraged by this award. And I thank you, Lead5050, and thank you to the judges and all the women and organizations joining me here today. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Sabrina. It's so touching to hear you say that. And I know the award means a lot to you, and it's very, very well deserved. A nice 50-50 dynamic there as well in the room. Okay, so from this one, we are going on to the Most Adaptable Leader. This is also a new award for us here at Lead5050. And the reason we thought it was important to introduce an award to represent the adaptable leaders in our industries, whichever industry it is, whether you're in tech, finance, international education, publishing, because I know our reach is spreading and we're not just representing people in international education anymore, which is super exciting. So as somebody's previously mentioned, we've had COVID last year. We're still in the midst of the pandemic, and our leaders have been nothing if not adaptable. We've all had to pivot. That's become a buzzword in everything we do, and we've had to adapt. And we thought it was the right time to recognise some of those amazing people out there who are adapting and making sure that their businesses, departments and organisations truly thrive. So to present the Most Adaptable Leader, we have Karine, who's already introduced herself admirably, so I won't go on. But Karine, would you like to do the honours?
I'm not going to introduce myself again either. I'm going to jump straight in there. And the nominees for Most Adaptable Leader are Teresa McKenna, Greystone College, Karen Horton, National Geographic Learning, Lil Bremerman Richard, OIEG, Celine Allo, UK Language Courses, Melanie Judge, Stafford House Study Holidays, and Saeed Prince, ILSC Education Group. Now, as there were so many incredible nominees, we've also got 2 special recognition awards in this category, and they go to Celine Allo from UK Language Courses and Lil Bremerman Richard from OIEG. So congratulations to both of them. I have my little envelope here. And the winner of the Most Adaptable Leader 2021 is Karen Horton of National Geographic Learning. Congratulations, Karen.
Thank you. It's a great honor. Thank you very, very much. I want to thank my team at National Geographic Learning, as well as the great leaders I've had the pleasure of working with. And as I thought about those leaders, it was interesting to think how many of them were outside of my professional life. So keep an open mind, everyone, when you look for inspiration. I also want to thank the leadership team at Cengage Group, our parent company. I've learned a lot from them and that leadership team as they navigated the pandemic, focusing first and foremost on our people. So that was very inspirational. Thank you also to Lead5050 for your organization's initiatives. We are stronger together. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Karen. So moving on to the Unsung Hero. we have so many unsung heroes working in our industry and across the world, people who deserve much more recognition than they get, and we think it's our job at Lead 5050 to make sure that we sing about them, basically. So to present this award, we have our very own Maria Castro, who is a hero. She's not unsung, she's very celebrated every day, and rightly so. So Maria, would you like to take the stage with this award?
Yeah, so this is basically my favorite category, because as Leanne just said, there are so many people who are not only amazing and doing an amazing work, but they are humble. And it's that if they don't blow their trumpets, we'll do that for them. So we have 5 shortlisted participants who are Malika Vesu from French in Normandy, Purva Srivastava from Atlantic College, Galway, Jane Gillam, The Pioneers, Christy Kennedy Manuel, Sidekick Card, Kelly Teixeira from Stafford House, and it was a close run. The special recognition award, the special recognition goes to, Malika Vesu from French in Normandy. Congratulations. And the winner is Jane Gillam from the Pioneers. Congratulations, Jane. And now, I know you're very humble and not only amazing, but you have the stage, Jane.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I can't see ourselves. We're doing it from a phone live from Rhodes, but there's a whole team of unsung heroes in the pie, and we're very grateful for them. And this is one of my unsung heroes, my daughter, Emily. She's helped us through this. It's been a tricky 2 years. We've done the pandemic, and and thank you so much to Lead 5050, the amazing Ella, Leanne, Nadine, and you, Maria, for doing all that you do. So thanks so much, and mwah.
Thanks, Jane. Thanks, Emily. We'll let you get back to your holiday. Thanks for joining us this evening. Okay, now moving on. We're racing through them. I think we're about halfway through. And now we're moving on to the Mentor of the Year award. Mentoring can take many, many different formats, and people can have unofficial mentors, official mentors. You could be mentored and be a mentee at the same time. And it's something that we've advocated for right from the inception of Lead 5050. And we want to make sure that the people that do a particularly special job are recognised. And to present the Mentor of the Year award, we have Pat Moores from the UK Education Guide, who was the Mentor of the Year last year. So I'm sure she's going to do a fantastic job of passing the baton on to this year's people.
Thanks, Leanne, and good evening, everybody, wherever you are, morning, afternoon or evening. And I just want to say thanks again for the award I won last year. It's still as surprising to me now as it was 360 odd 5 days ago. So thank you very much. I also want to congratulate all the nominees who are amazing. I was completely blown away reading about all of you. It was really humbling actually to read all your stories, and I know when I was doing my judging, I found it incredibly difficult to order you, and in fact, got a lot of Tipp-Ex out and changed things and read everything again. So it was really, really difficult. So the nominees for Mentor of the Year award are Sabrina Sharma, Shona Barker from PKF Littlejohn LLP, Chris Nolan, ILSC Education Group, and Reshma Ramachandran from the Adecco Group. And I have my envelope here, so just bear with me. It's actually really stuck down very well. So just give me a second. Okay, so the winner is Shona Barker from PKF Littlejohn LLP. Congratulations, Shona.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. This is the first time I've been to the Lead 5050 Awards, and it's brilliant to be here, and it's even more brilliant to win something. So thank you so much to all the judges, and yeah, well done to all the other shortlisted candidates. For me, Lead 5050 is just such an incredible organisation because it advocates for women to have an equal seat at the table. And that's something we don't always feel able to ask for, and we really should. And these awards just inspire us to have those conversations and to just keep on leading the way we want to lead, with traits like compassion and empathy, and just to get that seat at the table while still being really true to our own values. So yeah, just thank you. Thank you a lot. And thank you in particular to everybody who I've mentored, because I get as much out of this as you do. So this is for you. So yeah, thanks again.
Fantastic, Shona. Congratulations. Thanks for presenting that part. So moving on from mentor, we go to rising star, which is a particular favourite of mine. I love it so much because as Ella mentioned, we've been doing these awards for 5 years now, and we've seen people progress from rising star to absolutely smashing their leadership out of the park. They've been, you know, we've seen careers bloom, blossom, and, you know, Corinne winning Best New Business and then going on to dominate the education sector the way she's doing. So to play a tiny part in people's success is really what keeps us going. So for Rising Star, we've got Caitlin Farris from Shortlight, who was last year's winner. So Caitlin, would you do us the honours of presenting this award, please?
Of course, and thank you so much for having me. It's so inspiring to be a part of this event with so many people across the globe. Every year, I feel like this event gets bigger, and it's such a fun time to come to celebrate so many inspiring and amazing people. For me, Lead 5050 continues to be an organization that connects and offers a chance to learn and grow. And this award ceremony is such a fun time to celebrate. So I'm thrilled to be here to be able to present this year's Rising Star Award. And the nominees for this award are Julie Reilly of Daily Motion, Puteri Sophia Amirnuddin of Taylor's University in Malaysia, Sayaka Kawano of National Geographic Learning, Stephanie Sorrentino of Atlantic Galway, Adriana Haitova of ISEF, and Lais Diamato Rocker of Stafford House. And really inspiring group of women showing leadership and innovation in the workplace. And we do have a special recognition for this category. And the special recognition goes to Puteri Sophia Amirnuddin of Taylor's University in Malaysia. Congratulations. And the winner of this year's Lead 5050 Rising Star, I'm gonna get my envelope here, is Adriana Haitova of ISEF. Congratulations, and the stage is yours.
Oh, thanks. Good that I was muted because you couldn't hear me scream. Oh, that's amazing. First of all, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for that. And I'd like to say a special thank you to my ISEF family. Thank you for always being there for me and for supporting me. I love and enjoy working with every single one of you. And I would also like to say a thank you to my dear friend and role model, Corinne. Thank you for believing in me. I love you. And I also want to say to everyone here this evening and in the industry that we're all superstars. And really, no matter what life brings us, we can go through it together as a community. I really think that. And yeah, thanks again, and enjoy the rest of the evening. And I look forward to seeing, if not most of you, all of you in Berlin.
Congratulations, Adriana. And as has already been said, an absolutely outstanding lineup of rising stars there. So moving on to the Outstanding Departmental Manager. Again, another new award for us here at the Lead 5050 Awards. The reason we introduced this award is because we want to make sure that people are recognised at every level. So as well as at executive level, at rising star level, at best new business, we've got outstanding departmental manager, because these people are the ones that have really managed to steer our businesses, our organisations through really difficult times the past 2 years. So we thought it was important that leadership at every single level is recognised. You don't need to be a top CEO or executive to have the light shined on you. So for outstanding departmental manager, we will have Neil Cunningham, who is from Elite Journey, presenting this award.
Hello, thank you, Leanne. Firstly, I am just so thrilled to have been invited and to take part in this whole process and judge such amazing nominations and to be a part of this whole thing. Lead5050 is such a great platform, recognizing the positive impact of women in business. And when women work together with men, and like we said, towards gender inequality, we really are stronger together. So thank you for providing the platform for us to celebrate everyone. And I'm just so humbled to be around like such amazing people with such great stories. Before I read the nominations, I want to express a bit of anger that you've given me the most nominations with very difficult names to read out, but I will try my best. So the nominations for Outstanding Departmental Manager this year are Fabiana Schneider from ILAC, Maria Iziakova from Sidekick Card, Michelle Sight from Cats Global Schools, Teresa McKenna from Greystone College, Vanessa De Pazzo Mascara from Language Kingdom, Melanie Judge from Stafford House Study Holidays, Shona Barker from PKF Little John, Sandra Petranachi from ILSC Education Group. Now it's a big group, so again, we've got a special recognition award for this category, and that special recognition goes to Maria Iziakova from Sidekick Card. Well done, Maria, congratulations. And finally, the winner, which I can reveal, is Sandra Petranachi from ILSC Education Group.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lead5050, for this award. Thank you, Neil. It's an absolute honour. Well done to all my fellow nominees. Thank you to a big thank you to all my colleagues at ILSC Education Group, to my manager, Lucas Chiusoli, you're outstanding yourself. Most of all, my brilliant team of teachers, just excellent practitioners. Being a leader in education is a mighty responsibility. It's also a mighty privilege. And I think we're fortunate to have an industry with such an exceptional ethos. Thank you once again. It's an absolute honour. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Sandra. It's so well deserved. So let's move on to Best New Business. The Best New Business category, I think, is particularly poignant this year because somebody has started up a business in the midst of this pandemic, and what courage, what bravery, what daring to do something like that under these circumstances. So it makes it all the more special to be able to acknowledge it. And here to present it, we have the wonderful Magdalena Link from ILAC.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. First of all, I would like to say how lovely it is to see everyone and how nice it is to get together and recognize friends in our community. The submissions this year were incredible. I have to say, some of the stories I read were so compassionate and just really absolutely wonderful. And I'd like to congratulate everyone who has been nominated and who's won so far. Well done. And thank you to Lead5050 for keeping us going through these tough times, through the pandemic, getting all of us together. And I do hope that we meet in person soon. I know some of you are this weekend, but thank you very much. So as Ella said, I am presenting in the Best New Business Award category. And I have to echo Ella, I was excited to see this because I feel like this gives us hope in our industry that, you know, there's emerging businesses and things are getting back on track. So really fantastic. So the nominations for the Best New Business Award are Education Marketing Collective, Locus Creative Limited, and Jackie Novels, awardsforwomen.com. And I also have an envelope. And the winner is Education Marketing Collective. Congratulations.
Wow, Emma, you have to unmute yourself.
Oh my God, I'm in shock. Thank you. That's absolutely amazing.
That is amazing. Do you want to start, Ems?
Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, yeah, Corinne and I, this is our pandemic baby last year. So I think we both had clients, didn't we, who were, you know, really struggling because they had their budget slashed or completely pulled all together. And they were like, how can we carry on doing what we're doing with no budget, or really, really very little budget, and like not having access to professional marketers from education? And Corinne and I were like, well, we can help. You know, we kind of simultaneously had ideas, we put them together, and the Education Marketing Collective was born. And so, you know, now we've got, you know, a panel of partner members, one of whom is on here today, Bernice from Schools and Agents, and yeah, and then we've got a growing global membership, you know, who we give training every month and just loads of updates, and oh, it's just amazing. I'm out. I'm
It's actually really funny because Emma and I have never actually met in person, so we got to know each other on Instagram, and as Emma said, you know, we both had ideas that were very similar, and because we both we were used to working on our own, it was really cool to suddenly have somebody to bounce ideas off and to, you know, have a moan to when things weren't going well. So, you know, this was, as Emma said, it really is our baby, and we're so proud of our little business. And yeah, I want to thank all of our members for sticking with us, our partners for lending us their expertise, our families who have put up with all kinds of stuff, and everyone else who's given us their advice, their support, their love, their proofreading skills, whatever else. Thank you all so very, very much. I was so nervous. I don't know why. I was so nervous. And yeah, it's just awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so lovely to see how happy everyone is. Really, really nice. Congratulations. So the two final awards, the two biggies of the evening. The next up is the Inspirational Woman of the Year. And I think you'll agree that just looking around your screens, you can see we're absolutely surrounded by inspirational women. So wow, you can see why we had such an absolutely massive shortlist. You can imagine what the long list was like. It's a fantastic award, and it feels an absolute privilege to be able to be part of it every single year. And to present the award is an inspirational woman herself. She's an inspirational leader. She's a businesswoman. She's a mom. She's a great friend. And she's Sylvia Diaz from Language Kingdom.
Thank you, Leanne. Good night, everyone. I'm so glad to be here today presenting this award, Inspirational Women, but at the same time, I'm a bit sad because I'm like giving my crown. So I can't believe a year has passed since I won that award. Last year I was so honored to get this award, and for me it meant a lot. Starting for believing in me as a working woman, as a working mom, and so I'm very happy to have that huge list of inspirational women, because that prize for me really meant a lot, even though it was a difficult year for all of us. So it really meant I wanted to keep supporting and collaborating with Lead5050, and it gave me a great opportunity to help them. So the nominees in this category are Caroline McKinnon from Felton NYC, Sylvia Joya from Arcadis Belgium, Mahe Serra Hussain from Five Rivers Technologies, Rishma Ramatstram from the Adecco Group, Laura Oxendorf from ILCC Education Group, Joy McFarland from National Geographic Learning, Stephanie Lapierre from Tealbook, Karen Mercier from ILCSC Education Group, Tracy Randstrom from Williams Texas Christian University, and The special recognition award goes to Caroline McKinnon from Felt NYC. And the winner in this category is Laura Oxendorf from ILSC Education Group.
Oh my goodness, I'm so shocked. This is amazing. Can you guys all hear me okay? I missed the testing audio call.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm blown away by this because everyone on this call is just so inspiring. Everything that Lead 5050 does and what we all do as a community is so inspiring. So it's almost overwhelming to have myself called that, but it has been such a incredibly interesting, dynamic, difficult year and a half that we've all been through all around the world, but we've all had to adapt, we've all had to change, but as a community, it's been so inspiring to kind of all lean in as a team. So I just want to say a huge thank you to Lead 5050 for the community, and definitely give a special shout out to their mentorship program. It's been huge for all of us at ILSC and Greystone College. It's a wonderful program for, I recommend everyone to get involved in. And also thank you to all of my ILSC and Greystone colleagues. We've done it together. So thank you. And finally, thank you to ILSC's Education Group's executive team for inspiring me, pushing me, giving me a seat at the table. It means the world to me. So thank you, especially to Paul Schroeder, Chris Matarata. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Laura. So very well deserved, and Caroline as well. And thanks for the shout out, Laura, for the mentoring program we do at Lead 5050. It's our flagship program. It's a massive part of what we do. Ella and Nadine run it, and it's a 6-month peer mentoring program where people get together and look at all elements of how to be the best leader you can be. And we intake twice a year. So if you're interested in getting on the business leadership program, sorry to do a bit of blatant selling here, but it's actually free for most of you as organisational members. So do drop us a line. It is a fantastic program. So I won't keep you any longer before we move on to the Lifetime Achievement Award. This again is a super special award to us here at Lead 5050, where we recognise a woman who has blazed a trail in her industry, who has made a massive contribution in lots of different ways. And this year, to present the Lifetime Achievement Award, we have Lisa Besso, who was our Lifetime Achievement last year. So Lisa, would you be able to come on and tell us who is this year's lucky Lifetime Achievement person?
Certainly, Leanne, thank you so much. I'm really, really happy to do it, and just really thrilled to be here, part of this event again. And it's just great to see everyone and hear these stories. And I'm envious of all of you who are going to see each other in Berlin, because I'm just aching, as I'm sure we all are, for some together time again. So as Sylvia said, it's time for me to hand over my crown. Winning this award to me last year, it just meant so much to be recognized for contributions I've made over the course of my career, particularly last year. 12 months ago, we can all remember where we were and the uncertainty that we were all living with at the time. And I spoke a bit about the rewards of risk taking, and I think that we all were risk takers this year. We had to be risk takers and be brave and bold, and just sort of push ahead with whatever was in our path. And it sounds, although I don't know this year's winner, personally, it sounds like she certainly shares that characteristic. I'm happy to say that this year's winner is Barbara Yeshke. So Barbara Yeshke is a role model. She's a trailblazer, and she's one of the leading entrepreneurs in Germany. Those who know her say that she commands respect from all and everyone. She's brave and bold and takes risks. She took on a massive amount of responsibility when she started her family business in 1992 in Berlin, and her 2 very talented and highly qualified daughters are employed in her business. it sounds like she's built an empire. And I'm really excited to hand my crown over to you, Barbara. Barbara, congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. I feel very honored. Lifetime achievement, that is quite a word, I have to admit, you know, but I have to agree. I try to work my whole life to get a lifetime achievement. I try to do something, to build something up. And I have to tell you, I invested a lot of energy, a lot of courage, a lot of money as well, and a lot of innovation and, you know, trust in my staff. And I have also to say, I lost a lot of energy, I lost a lot of courage, and I lost a lot of innovation because life is so hard, especially in the last 2 years. But I'm so proud that I was able to get GLS through all kind of troubles during the last 30, 40 years. I founded my company more than 35 years ago, and I've always been working there. I'm at the moment probably the oldest person working there. I have a lot of young staff, and I'm so happy that we survived not only SARS and pig disease and volcanics, but we also survived Corona. That was quite a hard job, I have to admit, you know, but we are there, we will survive, we are surviving. And I'm also very proud that I never regretted one single moment. You know, why didn't I regret a single moment? Because I loved my work and I loved the people I have been working with, all of you. I loved you all because you have been the people that encouraged me to go on. You have been the people to encourage me to survive. You have been the people to encourage me with new ideas, innovation, and things like that. So you, in fact, created GLS, not me. But I also have to say that my daughters helped me a lot. You know, I have 3 children, and I'm so happy and so proud that I don't have to sell the company to an investor, but I have 2 girls already in the company. My son is a lawyer. He might still get on in a couple of years. So we will stay a family business. And I think family business in our branch is very important because family businesses always survive. We have the energy, we have the trust. We don't look for the money, we don't look for investors, we just survive, we fight. And I think fighting is good because fighting means you grow, fighting means you survive, and fighting means I can still meet you, all of you, in maybe 5 years, 10 years, hopefully. So thank you so much. That is a big honor, and I appreciate it very much.
Very, very well deserved, Barbara. And we look forward to hopefully presenting you with the award in person at next year's Lead 5050 Awards in Berlin. Well, everybody, that's it really. That kind of wraps the evening up. For those of you who don't work in international education, we keep talking about Berlin. There's a big event that happens every year, a big education conference. And most of us meet there regularly. Barbara entertains a lot of us regularly there. And we usually have the Lead 5050 Awards in person just before the event. That's why we keep talking about it. So we are going to have a small networking drinks. If anyone wants to come and join us, it's from 7 till 8 p.m. at the Pullman Hotel, just opposite the Intercontinental where the event is held. It's going to be on Monday, the 1st of November, so just a couple of days, and we'd absolutely love to see you there.
And finally, if you are interested in developing your leadership skills and practicing some real good self-care and learning and developing with us, we are holding a retreat in November 2022 in Malaga. And if you are interested in joining us, it's going to be a great weekend. Put that date in your diary, get in contact with us, or come and speak to us about it in Berlin in the Pullman bar. We'd love to have you on board, but we'll be releasing more details about that nearer the time. And so that's the end of the awards for this year. Thank you all so much for joining us. It's been a really fab evening of celebration, and we will see you next year, hopefully in person.
Bye-bye. Thanks,
Bye, everyone.
Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Irving.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks for organising it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a lovely
Congratulations to the winner.
See you soon.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks to our judges, too. Thanks to Corinne, our sponsor.
In Malaga.
Yes, we'll see you in Malaga.
Thank you, girls. Fantastic.